one. Salem. How are you guys doing? It's been a long time, if I'm not mistaken. But we are back on Dimash Kudaibergen. Brett, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so it has been a long time. Now this one's a little bit different because we're going to be reacting to Dimash singing in Kazakh, which is his native language. I don't think we've done him singing in Kazakh before, so we've got a lot of requests here for his Kazakh singing, his songs in Kazakh. So Samaltau, which is the one we're going to be listening to, is one of them. And they've also said they'd like my wife to react as well with me because my wife is Kazakh.
Mm-hmm.
But she's in bed, so I won't disturb her. I'm not sure she would have agreed to this anyway. But listen, maybe another time because he's got other Kazakh songs there as well that we can react to. So I'm not ruling it out. It is possible, perhaps. But for today, I'm afraid it's just me and Brett going to have to settle with.
You should probably add her. Lee's wife's is English and Kazakh is better than mine.
Okay, so this is obviously filmed in China by the looks of things. It's on the Chinese television, CCTV. Oh, CCTV.
No, nothing yet.
Closed circuit television. Okay. So yeah, let's go for it. Dayandalums. That means get ready in Kazakh. I did live in Kazakhstan, so I do know these things. Brett, I'm going to try to keep this thing up so you can see the subtitles. I think otherwise you won't be able to see them.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers.
Okay, so I can see straight away this is very, very traditional, very, very Kazakh. You can see from the clothes that he's wearing, it's like the Kazakh sort of symbol, Kazakhstan symbol, and yeah, the instruments. So quite looking forward to this. And looks like one of the instruments is called a kozuz. Someone mentioned to me in one of our comments previously. I've never actually heard of that instrument before. I'll be honest, even though I lived in Kazakhstan for 8 years. I do know the dombra, but yeah, not this instrument. Okay, Brett. So coming towards the end, we'll talk more about it at the end. But just briefly, any comments you want to make?
Yeah, it's surprising when it's all close to the end because I know normally with Dimash where he has a sort of slow sort of and then he just sort of really builds it up and he's doing some incredible stuff. I mean, we've still got minutes, so potentially that could still come into it. But what I've always liked as well, I think Chris had some other ones where sometimes the music or the surroundings almost take away a lot from his voice. When he's got such a good voice, you kind of want to listen. And this is why I quite like where, again, I'm not really picking up, trying to read too much. I'm just really enjoying listening to his voice and how good it sounds, and trying to get the story just from him singing on this one, which I really like to say because it really puts emphasis on it. But I'm kind of missing his sort of eccentric sort of ending, big stuff they do. But like I said, that still could potentially come.
Yeah, so for me, I'm very focused on the lyrics, the English translation, because I know a lot about Kazakh culture. So I'm quite, well, I'm very, it's really got me engaged, the lyrics of this song. So I'm just trying to kind of gather understand in my head what exactly this is about, which I'll talk about at the end. So normally I'm kind of very much focused on Dimash singing and appreciating his voice, whereas his voice is fine, he's singing really well, but yeah, without the eccentricity that we often see with him. But I'm very much focused on this song, and I don't know if this is his song. This is the thing. I'm assuming it is that he wrote this song. So yeah, I'm just sort of thinking about that, to be honest, and enjoying the lyrics. But let's see what happens in the last minute, because yeah, normally towards the end is when he does start to really, do special things with his voice. Okay, so Brett, let's go over to you. Any final thoughts on that song?
Yeah, apologies. I think I just missed the sort of last 20 seconds there of that. I think it froze a little bit. I don't think there's much more, unless there's something really drastic I missed right at the end there. I know he's doing a bit more sort of his, he started doing a bit more of his range, shall we say, of his voice. So again, it was always bound to come up a little bit there. But yeah, I think I want to say it was a simple song, but I said it didn't have a lot to it. I said it's a story which obviously you were picking up more from there. But again, as always, his voice sounded fantastic, and again, really still feel a bit of that emotion from him as he was singing this song as well. I think overall, there's probably been other songs I have preferred of his, but I think this is obviously different. I'd say because it's in native Kazakh, so there's probably a lot more sort of into there. But again, it's a really flawless performance from that as well.
Okay. Oh, by the way, just realised I'm wearing, if that's visible to the camera, Kyrgyzstan t-shirt, neighbour to Kazakhstan today. So I won't explain why I'm wearing it or why I've got that t-shirt. Save that for another day, maybe. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so see, Kazakhs are nomads, so they've moved in the past, moved around a lot, and it said in the song he was talking about he was going towards Omsk, which is
Yeah, I'll ask you about that.
a city in Russia and Siberia, not far from Kazakhstan. It's actually very close to Kazakhstan. So he was talking about, I can't remember what the lyrics were, but it seemed to be like how we're all spread around the place. So, I know people from, I remember the word, people, there are Kazakhs that are not from Kazakhstan, but are Kazakh, ethnic Kazakhs, are called Orulmani, Orulman. So Orulman is like, yeah, it's a Kazakh person who is from, say, Uzbekistan, western part of China, what's it called? Xinjiang province, I think, parts of Russia, other surrounding countries. So, yeah, just interesting to talk about growing up. To what's life going to be like when he's a soldier? Because in Kazakhstan, everybody has to do. Well, not everybody. There's ways around it, but people have to do their what do you call it? Military thingamajig, whatever it's called, military service. So yeah, it's just interested in the lyrics, kind of like what exactly it was about. I think we needed my wife for this one. She would probably have explained it properly. But yeah, no, listen, it was a good song. Yeah, it wasn't a song where we saw Dimash really going for it with his voice like he has in some of the other songs, but he didn't need to in this one. It was just right. And also, if you notice, the three yurts in Kazakh or Russian, they're called yurta. The three. In the background, did you see the three?
The hut, yeah.
Yeah, hut, yeah. So they're in English, I think it's yurts.
Yes, yeah.
So that's where, that's how they used to live back in the day, as they were traveling around as nomads from place to place. Look at me giving a history lesson.
Yeah, something new, yeah.
So I think that's enough from gibberish from us, or from me anyway.
Really?
And yeah, we'll leave it there. So, Rahmet, Rahmet, if you are still watching, we appreciate that, and see you for the next one. Bye.